Welcome back. This is The Great Expanse by John Bab 426 here on YouTube. I want to say I hope you all have had a great day. If you went to work, I hope you had a great day at work. If you stayed home and chilled, I hope you had a great day chilling. If you're on your own business, I hope you have been prosperous. I hope you have been successful and all the other good stuff. All right? No one breath challenge today. We're going to get right into it because this story jumped off the screen. It says Jon Bernthal returning as the Punisher in the MCU's Daredevil Born Again. I watched the first season of The Punisher on Netflix. That is either the first or the second series that I've ever binged because it was so good. That first season had me glued to the chair and I said, next, next, next. And there was no established bad guy in it. I mean, no major Marvel villain in it. You saw the beginning of Jigsaw, who's one of the Punisher's arch rivals, but like the Kingpin wasn't in it. Bernthal wasn't in it. I mean, none of the international like assassins or ones that work for foreign governments, like Silver Sable, wasn't in it. But it worked. It was a great story. Now, the Punisher and pop-up just popped up. Come on, where's the X button? X! Right. And the other thing that I watched, that I binged, was the first season of Cloak and Dagger on Freeform. I thought that was a very good series. I don't know where that came from, but since I was talking about the first, series that I've ever binged, it was The Punisher and Cloak and Dagger. Okay, and I don't think Cloak and Dagger is in existence anymore. But let's go back to the article. Hopefully, this garbage won't show up again. As I said, the website is Screen Rant. Jon Bernthal is officially returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Frank Castle, aka The Punisher, in Disney Plus's Daredevil Born Again. The article is by Andy Babacht. I'm going to spell that for you guys, okay? Jon Bernthal is officially returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again. I feel like I've said that like 50 times already. A new Daredevil series is in the works, with Charlie Cox reprising the role of Matt Murdock. After appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home and that other series that would never be mentioned on this channel again, Cox will headline his own show on Disney+. Vincent D'Onofrio is also returning to the MCU as Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, following his Hawkeye appearance. The Disney Plus drama officially began production this week, as Daredevil's story in the MCU continues. Daredevil Born Again is upping the stakes as another major MCU hero is taking part in the show. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Bernthal will return to the MCU as the Punisher after his Netflix show came to an end after only 2 seasons. Marvel Studios, Disney Plus, and Bernthal's representatives have yet to comment on the story. Now, something else that's very big. Which Netflix Daredevil actors are returning for Born Again and those who aren't? Now, those who aren't, I wonder if they're going to talk about it here, because I saw something on Twitter that talked about that. But I want to talk about it with you guys. Okay? What is key to remember is Daredevil Born Again is not meant to serve as Season 4 of Cox's original Netflix series. However, Daredevil Born Again is also not being envisioned as a full-on reboot, but a continuation of Matt Murdock's progression in the MCU. Whether or not they will make major references to Netflix's Daredevil show remains to be seen. With Bernthal's Punisher appearing on the series, it raises questions about other MCU Netflix stars. Many have been wondering if Deborah Ann Woll and Eldon Henson will reprise their roles as Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. Unfortunately, The Hollywood Reporter reported that as of right now, neither actor is expected to appear in Daredevil Born Again. What is unclear, however, is whether or not the characters are being recast for Daredevil Born Again or if they're being left out altogether. If they're not featured, Karen and Foggy may at least get referenced to explain their absences. Time will tell if other actors from Daredevil will be brought over for Daredevil Born Again. What is also intriguing is Cox's new Disney Plus series may also see the return of other characters from The Defenders. Kristen Ritter and Mike Coulter have been teasing a potential MCU return for quite a while, though nothing's been confirmed. At this point, it wouldn't be shocking if Jessica Jones and Luke Cage popped up somehow. Hopefully, it won't be long until Daredevil Born Again set photos give a first look at Bernthal's Punisher return. Alright. Let's chew the fat. This sucks. This sucks. No Karen and no Foggy. That's like a Spider-Man show without like Harry Osborn and Aunt May. Garbage. All four of those characters. No, sorry, all five of those characters. Charlie Cox, John Bernthal, Vincent D'Onofrio, Deborah Ann Wall, and Eldon Henson should have been a package deal for Daredevil Born Again. And I'm going to say this right now. The MCU Daredevil, I did a story about it late last year. They said the tone is going to be like Deadpool. This show is going to be garbage. Garbage. If that's true. Wait a minute. Am I ghosting? Okay. If that's true, this show is going to suck. There's another point I was going to make. I'm sorry, but the MCU, like I said, the MCU is in a valley right now creatively. It's in a desert. There is no fruit. There is no greenery creatively with the MCU right now. All right? And you can tell that I'm happy about it. But those two people not being in the show, garbage. I didn't hear anything about Rosario Dawson being in it either. And she played like the nurse that fixed up Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock in the first season of Daredevil. And I believe she was in all three. You know what I mean? Like, the Netflix Daredevil show was so grounded. It felt like he was in the real world. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, nobody has those kind of attuned senses. But it's like that hallway scene, not the Darth Vader hallway scene, but this is a different hallway scene. It's like a steady cam. You're seeing all this stuff going on in this hallway. He's not like doing backflips and phasing or doing any of Neo's stuff like this. It's just a dude beating up people and getting hurt too. It's real. It's grounded. The MCU is going to cornify, which is not a real word. They're going to make this corny. I'm sorry, but they're going to make it corny. And there was another point that I wanted to make. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to breeze back through the article because there was a talking point. Nothing is coming back to me. Oh well. You know what? You know what I'm going to think about it as soon as I turn this video off. But my anticipation for Daredevil Born Again, nosediving, and the way that Daredevil was treated in that series based on She-Hulk was just unconscionably garbage. So he made out with Jennifer Walters. And then he walks home wearing his Daredevil outfit with no socks and no shoes on. Daredevil walked home in his uniform in broad daylight the next morning with no socks and no shoes on. Walked home barefoot in his outfit. Whose idiotic idea was that? Who? Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. He wasn't treated as much as a joke. I don't know why he couldn't beat Kate Bishop in a fight. I don't get it. He's the kingpin of crime. That girl should have been... She should have had her neck snapped. He should have killed her. Because he's the kingpin. He kills people. You don't have any sympathy. And I know he worked with her mother and all that other good stuff. But he should have said, "Sorry, little girl." And snapped her neck. And then he walks up at the... Yeah, I'm spoiling. He walks up at the end and then Echo... He's like pleading like, "I always loved you as my niece." And then the camera, I think, pans up or whatever. Then you just hear or several shots. The Kingpin got treated like such a numbskull. I had another word in mind, but I don't want to say it. He got treated like such a numbskull. This is what the MCU does right now. The MCU sucks right now. This valley they're in, there are peaks and there are valleys. They're in a creative valley. They are in an intelligence valley. Jeff Loveness, the writer of Ant-Man and the Wasp, said, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania said, MODOK was great. Really? Really? What kind of drugs are you on, Jeff Loveness? This has been The Great Expanse by John Bab 426. It's good to see John Bernthal return. All right. I wish he was coming back for his own Punisher series because I don't want him anywhere near this trash. This MCU garbage, Born Again. I'm not buying it. Guess what? My face is taut because I might watch it. My arms are crossed. My fingers level. I am coming with judgment right away. I'm judging the series already as trash early. The burden of proof is on them to prove that the series isn't going to be trash. And no Karen and no Foggy, get out of here. Get out of here. It's not going to have that small, contained Hell's Kitchen feel. They're going to be gallivanting all over the place. 1 minute they're going to be in LA. The Kingpin's going to be high-fiving people. When his presence was held in such secrecy in the first season of Daredevil. But here they're going to go, well, people will tune in, to watch the Kingpin. So hey, let's have him on the very first episode. He's going to have all these gangsters sitting around him. You're going to see faces that you know from the comic books. Sorry, MCU, I'm not buying your trash anymore. Not buying it. As I said, this has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. If you like the video, please hit like. Please share the video so the algorithm will recommend this out to other people that like comic book related stuff as much as you do, as much as I do. All right? And if you vehemently, another great word for The Great Expanse by John Bat 426, disagree with what I said, please put a dissertation in the comment section. David Brent, please let them know where their comments go. That's where they go, down there. Do your part, I'll do my part. Let's have traffic coming in, traffic going out. And The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 on YouTube will expand. It's in the name.